Hey everyone, Greeno here, and welcome to the third episode of my American Truck Simulator save. So far, we've seen a little bit of California, we've seen a little bit of Arizona. Today, we're going to try and take in a third state, start some progress towards buying our own truck. Let's go and see what we got lined up. So you can see here, we've got around $47,000 in the bank right now. That is not enough in itself to buy a new truck, that's for sure. But the bank are willing to lend us money. So I think what I'm probably going to do, just another couple of quick jobs, and then I'm going to be looking to spend out and buy our first truck. So with that in mind, we're going to try and find a new job for today. Obviously we can only do the quick jobs right now because we don't have our own truck. And I spotted something that I think might be pretty interesting. To take a harvester from Kingman, Arizona up to Tonopah, I presume I'm pronouncing that right, in Nevada. We've not visited Nevada yet in the series. And what this route will do, if you see here, we start down here in Kingman. It's going to take us past Las Vegas. So with a bit of luck, we can drive into the city, see a bit of the strip and all that kind of stuff. That's the plan. So let me go and get this hooked up and we will get underway. Okay, folks, so we are underway. It's going to be a nighttime drive, this one, which is going to be a little bit challenging. We've got a really very long load on the back here. And it's not ideal that I can't see very well. That's for sure. You can just about see in that right rear view mirror there the combine harvester thing we have on the back. But the actual loader that it's on is enormously long. So it's going to be a real challenge, this one, I think. Just because of the length of the load. I'm expecting not to have to do any crazy parking jobs at the end of this. Are they going to let us out here? They're going to have to, I guess. Now, obviously nighttime drives aren't ideal because you don't get to see a lot of the scenery. But what I think makes this possibly decent is we're going to get to see Las Vegas in the nighttime. So, with a bit of luck, that's going to look pretty cool. Anyhow, let's get underway a little bit. Let's get some miles under our belt. And we'll come back for a little chat in a minute. Okay, it looks like we've got a fairly challenging road situation coming up ahead of us here. This is not going to be easy with this great big long load. Taking a left turn at these lights. So let's see how that goes. We've got a red light in front of us, which this guy clearly is ignoring. Although I think you can turn right under a red light in the States. So we're going to try and take this from as wide as we possibly can. We've got to get over there. But like I said, the length of this truck is absolutely insane. So if we come outside and take a little look. Look all around. You see how long this is? That's where the back lights are. That's just crazy. So getting this round tight bends is going to be a challenge. So we've got to take it really wide and really slow, I think. It's the only way this is going to work. You can see there the back end and the left-hand wing mirrors pulling around. We just about made it around that corner. Okay. Got another red light in front of us here. Is it going to change? Yeah, we're not going right, are we, anymore? We're going straight. Okay, so we're on the road to Vegas. I'm looking forward to getting to Vegas. I've set a couple of little points so that we come off of the main drag and try and head into the city a little bit and see what we get to see. So, obviously it's been a little while since I've brought the first couple of episodes of this series. I've had a little break from content creation just to recharge the batteries a little bit, and plus there's a new channel that I've been working on, which is a food related channel called Greeno Eats, which we've got the first video up on just recently, so it'd be cool if you'd like to go and check that out and let me know what you think about that too. Any comments or feedback on that, very much appreciated. But for now, obviously we're going to be focusing on the trucking stuff on the FM Greeno channel. We've got the Euro Truck Simulator save, and we have this ATS save as well, which pretty much is in its infancy. But I'm really enjoying it. It's very different driving here to in the ETS2 stuff. The trucks are a lot bigger, a bit more cumbersome. Completely different challenge to drive, that's for sure. So, anyway, we can't see any of the scenery around here, so I'm going to crack on. I I think we're about an hour and a half out of Vegas here, so yeah, we'll catch up when we get a little bit closer to there. Okay, folks, so this is it. We have hit Las Vegas. The bright lights are in front of us. So let's stick together as we drive through the city a little while and see what we can see. We've got to be able to see some interesting sights here, I'd have thought. I'm not quite sure how well the game has replicated everything that is in Vegas, but you'd think it'd be a place they'd focus on quite a lot, the developers. So we've got a little question mark here on the right hand side that we're going to pick up on the way through as well. As soon as these lights change. There we go, let's get underway. So again, we've got to take this corner fairly wide, although there's no traffic in those first two lanes for us to smash into, so we can take a bit of a liberty there, I guess. What have we got up ahead of us here? At the Mandalay Bay Hotel or something like that, possibly? Isn't that the one with all the fountains outside? Kind of looks like that from a distance, doesn't it? Come on. This is the one thing that kind of frustrates me quite a lot with American Truck Simulator as opposed to Euro Truck Simulator. The amount of traffic lights there are in all the towns. Obviously in Europe we're very fond of a roundabout rather than traffic lights. That keeps the traffic moving, certainly in big cities anyway, a bit better. Right, so we've got a recruitment agency there, direct hire, so keep left and turn left, they're telling me. Okay. Oh, is that the Luxor Hotel I see in front of me there as well? Little pyramid-y shaped thing. Looks like it. So we're going to head over in that kind of direction. As soon as, again, as the lights change. It drives me mad. Okay, someone's in a hurry there. And if that's Brad Pitt and George Clooney and all his mates again. Going out on the rob. Could be.
Right, and then turn right.
Okay, so we got a right turn here. This is where it gets challenging.
Turn right.
Try and take it fairly wide. Here we go. And just swing around here. Mounted the curb a little bit, but there we go. The back of the trailer follows us round. Okay, so is this going to be the strip here? I mean, we're looking like that kind of part of town, aren't we?
Keep left.
Yeah, this is cool. Keep left and then turn left. Okay.
Turn left.
So there's a sign up there for some big Vegas show. It's pretty cool. Oh, the lights are green. We can go. I mean, they could maybe have made it even a bit brighter here, I think. Possibly. I mean, I've not actually been to Vegas myself, but everything you see of it, it is a pretty crazy, vibrant place. And you'd imagine this time of day, we're here at 1:30 in the morning, there would be all sorts of nonsense going on in this town. There would be people everywhere. There we are. So that's the Luxor there on the right-hand side. Pretty sure that's the Mandalay Bay there. Yeah, I'm liking this. Look at that. A sphinx in the middle of town. Can't go wrong. But yeah, like I say, I mean, you would expect there to be a lot of people around. You can see a few milling around in front of that hotel over to the left there. But nowhere near as many as you might expect at this time of day, huh? Maybe they're all inside the casinos trying to win money. Getting oxygen pumped in there so that they stay up all night long. Free food and cocktails, all those tricks they do to keep people inside the casino. Keep you playing, keep you losing. Okay, so there we are. It's called the Mandalay Palace here in the game. I guess they weren't allowed to use the the real name of the hotel. Obviously, you know, you've seen the names like Walbert instead of Walmart and that kind of thing, so I'm guessing that probably applies to the Vegas hotels too. It looks like we're making our way kind of out of town a little bit now, so we'll crack on, we'll get out onto the road and try and make some more progress towards our destination. But yeah, Vegas, baby. So here we are. It's a little after 3 in the morning, 3:17 a.m. and we're out in the Nevada desert now. So heading north, but that little detour to Vegas, plus the fact that we haven't exactly been able to get up to speed on a lot of these roads because of our sort of big-ish cumbersome load, means that so far we're scheduled to arrive just around, or just after 6:30 a.m. So I'm guessing the last hour or two of this drive will actually be in daylight, which will be nice. We'll get to see a little bit of the desert scenery here in Nevada. Look forward to that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how much of Nevada we're going to see, because obviously when I buy the truck, which I should have done by the time we start the next episode, I guess that's going to chuck me back to LA where my garage is. So we'll have some more Californian jobs, I guess, initially. But it does give us the freedom, of course, then to move around at our leisure wherever we want to go. So yeah, there's an opportunity to see lots more of the states that we haven't seen yet. That'll be really cool. Anyway, I'm going to press on. Like I say, hopefully it won't be too long before it starts to get light and we can see a little bit more what's going on. We'll bring you back as that happens. Right, it's a little after 5 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is starting to rise. It's still pretty dark, but it's getting there. We can start to make out some of the scenery here. One thing I did just notice, I've turned onto this road and there was a sign saying no services for 144 miles. I guess that's something that we have to bear in mind a little bit more here in the States than we would in the Euro Truck Simulator. That a lot of the driving here is going to be pretty remote. We're out kind of in the middle of nowhere between these big cities, so it's going to be harder to track down things like fuel and rest stops in some of these places. So that is definitely something I have to be mindful of as we move through the series, that, you know, when we're out in these desert kind of locations, I need to be well fueled, well rested. You don't want to be coming to a stop out in the desert, that's for sure. I'll end up with heat exhaustion or bitten by a rattlesnake or something. So yeah, got to pay attention to that. But as you can see, I mean, it's not entirely dissimilar scenery to what we were seeing in Arizona, I guess. Kind of slightly hilly, slightly deserty. But yeah, I kind of like that bleakness to it. It's kind of, yeah, kind of like a raw, untamed landscape. But yeah, it's just something appealing about it, isn't there? That's for sure. Anyhow, we've only got about, what, an hour of the drive left, so let's crack on, and yeah, we'll catch up when we get a little bit closer.
Turn left.
Okay, so we're approaching the delivery point now. It's obviously not in the city of Tonopah, but on a farm somewhere outside, which kind of makes sense, seeing as we're delivering some farm equipment.
Turn left.
It's quite interesting, though, that we're delivering a harvester to this place, because they'll be doing well to grow any crops out here, I'd have thought. It's pretty dry and arid. So, yeah, I can't imagine there being great big fields of wheat or barley or anything around here, but I don't know, maybe they got some very, very good irrigation around or something. So, here we are. We're going to drop this off at the delivery point. I'm guessing,
Arrived at your destination.
being such a long load,
Is now finished.
we are only going to, yeah, have a very easy parking job. So where should I place it? Just straight in front of me. There we go. And we discovered the city just as we drove into the yard. I think we're actually about 30 or 40 miles outside of the main city itself. But that's quite often the case with these agricultural loads that you have to bring. That you're not really delivering it to the city itself, but to a farm or a quarry or something like that outside. Okay, so is this going to get straight enough that we can pick up the parking job? Let's hope so. There we go, sorted. Nice and easy, just drove into it. So, what have we got from that? We've delivered our harvester from Kingman to Tonopah. We've got $14,000 in the bank for that. Bunch of XP. Taking us way up from right at the bottom of level 5 to about 2/3 of the way through. So it won't be long till we get another level sorted out there. Pretty good progress, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Bit of a contrast in scenery, wasn't it? From the bleak desert of Nevada to the bright lights of Vegas, but I think that was pretty cool. But if you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about this episode, the series as a whole so far, or any jobs you'd like me to take, anything you'd like to see me do, any places you'd like me to go, drop that into the comments section below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget, click on that button and ding your little bell for notifications and come and hop on the Greeno bus. There's always plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for another episode here on American Truck Simulator. Bye for now.